have been having some strange events happen today all over the place. So I'm doing this. That's 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. I'm not doing this live, which is what I was going to, but the live wouldn't pull up again on my telephone today, and we just had a glitch in this one. I was also having things fall off of the shelves all day long in the shop. Not quite sure what was going on with that. Now this is pure vanilla, and I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of the vanilla in there as well. And then we are going to stir it all up. I tell you what, the vanilla and the brown sugar and the sweetened milk sure does smell good. Now, with the brown sugar, if you have any lumps, you want to try to get those out. But honestly, by the time it's heated, you're going to have the sugar will have melted. Okay, so now I'm just going to pour this into the jars. And you want to leave 1 inch of headspace at the top of the jar. And I have several little lumps in here. Okay, so this one is going to give me 5 of these little 8-ounce jelly jars. Then we're going to go ahead, and I did not bring the lids out, but we're going to go ahead and I'm going to wipe off the rims of the jars and put the lids on it, and then we're going to put it right in the crock pot. And I'm actually probably going to wait to put it in the crock pot until tomorrow, because I don't think I want to stay up for 6 hours. That would be too late. So there's 5 little jars that I can give out as gifts, and I think wasn't terribly expensive, and it was rather quick. So it's a win all around for me. Now, the pine cones. If you take your kids out for a walk and you find a pine cone tree, you can pick up the pine cones. Now, the first thing you want to do is you're going to want to clean it. So you're going to take a paintbrush and go through as many of the between the little pine cone leaves as possible, because that's going to get any dirt or little insects or anything of that nature out. Once you've done that, if you've got fresh pine cones, and this is not a fresh pine cone, this has been in my house for a couple of years, so it's very dry, and that's what you want. You want it to be dry. So what you're going to do is, after you have done the brushing, you're going to place it on a cookie sheet with a piece of parchment, because if it's fresh, there's still going to be sap on it. You don't want sap on your cookie sheets. So put the parchment down first, and then this, and then bake it for about 15 minutes, about 15 to 20 minutes at 350. So, and then you're going to have to let them cool before you start doing anything else with them. Now, there's 2 different ways that you can add fragrance to this. You can just simply take an essential oil, this one is cinnamon, and drop it on here. Or you can make a spray. The spray, you would want to put like 30 drops of your essential oil, and then you would want to put a teaspoon and a half of vodka as a preservative, and then fill the rest of it up with water. Now the vodka actually works as a preservative, but it works as an emulsifier so that the oil and the water will mix. And then you can go ahead and simply spray the pine cone. Either works. Now, if you then take your pine cones that are scented and put them in a closed container for about 3 days, the fragrance will get stronger than if you just leave it out in the open. It is, so that's, well worth the thought of doing it. However, let me caution you, you don't want to put it in something that you're going to use again, because the essential oil, if you're using like plastic Tupperware, the essential oil is going to also permeate the plastic, and it will smell like cinnamon forever. So if you're going to do that, you want to probably invest in a tub that you're going to use simply for crafting with doing that. If you've been into my store, you know that the store has a very unique fragrance to it. It's the fragrance of making things. So when I make incense, or when I make bath bombs, or when I pour oils, or do all of these things, that comes out, and the store smells like that now. By all accounts, it is a good smell. I couldn't tell you, because I've been there so long and so frequently that it smells like the outside to me. I don't see a difference in the fragrance between outside and inside. When you have a fragrance in your house all of the time, you'll go nose blind. And so make sure that you don't make this so strong that you're knocking people out when they come over to visit you. But these have a shelf life, and you probably are going to need to re-engage the fragrance, like once every week or 2 weeks. But make sure that it needs it, and it's not a case of you going nose blind. So if you're making these for a grandma or a grandpa or somebody else, it'd be in your best interest to give them not only the pine cones, but then to give them either the bottle of fragrance, whether it's the straight fragrance or whether it's the spray. And then they can continue to increase that. Now, when you see these around, all you see are cinnamon, but there are a whole lot of other fragrances and blends that you can use. And so I am going to give you another couple of thoughts about that, but only if I can actually get this open. Okay, so some other ideas if you want something different than just cinnamon. Peppermint and white fir is going to smell very much like Christmas. Peppermint and lang lang is also more floral. White fir, grapefruit, and frankincense make a great blend. Wild orange, cinnamon, cardamom, and clove, that's going to smell like baking. A citrus and peppermint, like orange and peppermint. Cassia, cedarwood, and wild orange. Frankincense, myrrh, wild orange, and cedarwood. I think we just said almost that. So there's a lot of different ways that you can do that. Wild orange, patchouli, and ginger is going to be a very earthy kind of fragrance. I think that if that's what you want to do, and if you don't have those essential oils, you can come into the shop and we can make a blend for you. And so you don't have to buy all the different pieces, you just buy the one blend. And And generally, I mean, depending upon what oils you choose, again, it's going to be very cost effective. It is $7.19, and I try to keep these to about 20 minutes. So we are at that 20 minutes. What I want to let you know is I am going to do an online Yule ritual. I don't think we're quite ready. The parks are still not renting out their space, so we're going to do it online. I'm going to put up an invitation or an event notice tomorrow, and what you need for that is a candle, either white or yellow. Either will work, and I hope that you join me, and I hope that this time moving up to the holidays is a very pleasant and happy one for you. Stay safe. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.